it is really important to understand theory behind things. So let's have a look at the theory behind the GroupBy and how it actually works and why do we use this var data type and what data type do we actually get. So let's try and answer some of these questions. So as you can see here, what I'm doing is I am using the S class here, which is the class variable there, and I'm grouping it by that. But what data type will we get out here? So here I've got a right line that basically pulls the grouped variable, which is this one over here. We just get its type. And then later on, so that's the grouping. We then try and get the individual group here. So what is the data type of that? And then within the individual group, we then understand what is the data type here, because again, we're using the var keyword. So I'm trying to now get a student and see what data type that actually is. So if I run this code here, so as you can see, I've got the output here. So let's extend this over here. So the very first time we are getting the data type here. So this is the grouped variable. So this is now applying the GroupBy, and we want to see what data type we get. So if we have a look at our output here, and you can see the overall type over here. So that's the overall type. We are getting the GroupBy iterator and enumerable iterator as well. And this is the student class and this is the string. So why are we getting string and student over here? This is because our original class here is student, and that represents the objects which we are grouping. And then the string here actually represents the class. So why does it represent that class? Is because we are using the subjects over here. So history, math, science, these are just strings, and that's what we are grouping by. And that's why we get system.string here and student class type there. And then if we have a look at the next one, which is the individual group. So now if I scroll down, you can see this is now we are within here and we are looping through the individual groups and getting its type. And you can see the next one is individual group type. We are actually getting a grouping type, and that again still holds the string as the key. So that's a class of a student and the student itself. So here that's again class, which is history, science, math. That's what is being stored within here, which is the key, and the values are actually just student. And then if we have a look at the last one, which is each item. So now we're looping through the group, and you can see that for that data type, it's actually student. So this is the original class that we have. So even though we're using the var keyword, the original class type, which is student, gets passed around in some sort of fashion behind the scenes. These data types, we do not need to worry about enumerable GroupBy iterator because the C# compiler takes care of that for us. So I just wanted to run that by you, that behind the scenes, actually, you can see student and the key which we are using, that's the key, GroupBy key, that those are being passed around